So then he ended up asking God, and God had 10 different plagues go through the land. There was the locusts, there was the flies, there was the, I don't even remember what else. The drought, there was what? Famine. And the very last one was the killing of the firstborn male, everyone who did not the blood of the lamb and the doorpost of Passover. And so the angel of death came through and killed all the firstborns. And of course, the Pharaoh's oldest son, who I believe was about mid-teenagers at that time, was killed. And so he said, fine, get out of here, let your God, take you into the desert and do whatever you want with that. So that's kind of what we skip in the readings. So now we're moving into when Pharaoh let the people go. So when Pharaoh let the people go, God did not lead them on a road through the Philistine country, through what was the shortest route. For God said, if they face war, they might change their minds and return to Egypt. So in other words, God didn't have them go the shortest route out of Egypt. He had them go around, because if Pharaoh changed his mind and started sending an army back,
To round them up.
yeah, the Israelites would have just given up and said, fine, I'll go back, whatever. God needed them to be released and be free. So God led the people around the desert road toward the Red Sea. The Israelites went up out of the Egypt ready for battle. By day, the Lord went ahead of them in a pillar of cloud to guide them on their way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light, so that they could travel by day or by night. Neither the pillar of cloud by day nor the pillar of fire by night left its place in front of the people. So for these entire days, as they were wandering through the desert, God was leading them. And God was through the pillar of fire, pillar of light, or clouds or light. He led them so that they could travel day or night to get away from Pharaoh. So, when the king of Egypt was told that the people had fled, Pharaoh and his officials changed their minds about them and said, what have we done? We've let the Israelites go and we've lost our services. What services is she referring to? What services do you think the Israelites were performing for Pharaoh? Yeah, they were their servants, right? They would do whatever he asked them had to be done. So because they were his slaves, a lot of times they were building temples, they were building shrines to himself. He built a huge shrine to himself, and they used a lot of the bricks. They would use hay that they would have to gather and then make those into bricks. And then those bricks they would have to carry up to the temple, or to the shrine that they were making. So he realized that when he let him go, he just lost all this free labor. So he had his chariots made ready and took his army with him. He took 600 of the best chariots, along with the other chariots of Egypt, with officers all over them. The Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, so that he pursued the Israelites when they were marching out boldly. The Egyptians, all the Pharaoh's horses and chariots, horsemen and troops, all pursued the Israelites and overtook them as they came